Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing the game Puppet Master the Game. And today we're going to be talking about the humans. Yesterday I did a video on the puppets. Let's talk about the humans. And in this video I'm just going to go to the single player game, and this way I'll be able to no, I don't think I can do it through the single player game, to be honest with you. I don't think I can choose the human. Okay, so I actually have to go through, it looks like I'll have to go through the puppet trunk to do this. So let's just do it this way, because doing the puppets was the easier way to going through the single player game. But here we are. We're going to go to this this character here. This is the agent. Now I just want to talk about the agent real quick. I have a friend that's really good at this game. He's one of those kind of friends that look at a map and within a couple game throughs can utilize a map really to their good advantage. And he only wants to play the human. So it worked out for us because we only wanted to play the puppets. So we did probably 12, 13 games, and he was really good at the game. So some of them we'd win, and some of them he would win, and we would all work together on Discord, the puppet guys with me, to work out, what's the best strategy, how do we use the ability, the puppet abilities, so we can't regen and whatnot. And then about, I would say we're about 2 hours in, and there was a game where my friend Tommy, we got him to the floor. He flops on his back like the character does, and then he instantly gets up and he's totally healed. And the only thing we hear on the channel is him laughing, and I'm like, okay, how did that happen? And you're instantly up, and he's like, oh, I don't know, and he runs off. Now you got to understand that because of the way he thinks and the way he works his character, our games were really short with him because he would systematically go and get the 3 items he needed and get out. So that was how he would win the games quick. And the games, I would say, when he's doing that, were probably less than 5 minutes, because he was also, anytime we open a door, he would instantly close the door. So he's using the closing door effect to his advantage. I mean, he really is a systematically smart guy, and he really tries to figure out every advantage he can get. So during the one where he gets up and instantly heals, we must have knocked him down about 4 more times after that. But as soon as he laid on his back, he instantly stood up and he was healed. He's laughing on Discord and he's running off. So we're like, okay, that must have been a glitch. And he's like, yeah, it must have been a glitch. Let's play another game. Second game after that, same kind of encounter. This time he had got all the items he needed. We only got him down once, and he had gotten all the items he needed and he was out. And when we got him down once, he again instantly got up and ran away. Now, I've never played the human because that was his role. So I didn't know what he was doing to kind of cheese it, if cheesing it is the word or if it was just a bug. But I just know that it wasn't fun. So we get into a third game, and that third game was really insta-quick too. That game, we never got him down. He got all the items, we unloaded on him, and we're not idiots. We're trying to work together as a team. And he got all the items and was out. And we're like, okay, what's going on here? So we gave it a 4th attempt. The 4th attempt was similar than the first 3 attempts. And at that point, we told Tommy, well, guy, we're going to probably play against the bot a little bit to try to get, so we can get better, because you're too good for us, Tommy. And Tommy's like, yeah, I must be too good for you. And then he leaves Discord and he goes to play the human with other people, because at that point, we replaced him with a bot. And for the rest of the night, we never had an issue. We were able to work the bot down, systematically figure the game out. Again, we're not experts at the game, but the bot won a few games, and we won a lot of games. And we thought in that avenue it was pretty balanced. Today they put out a patch to work on the AI or the bot. The agent of the human bots. They put a patch in today that actually makes them a little bit more easier. Now, I don't know how that's going to affect our gameplay. I haven't gotten on today to play after the new patch, and I will be doing a video on my thoughts about how that works. But we did kind of encounter that glitch. And, I'm not going to, I know I've got it on tape because I was running my OBS during that entire time that we were playing. And what I've been doing is, piecemealing. If you've watched one of my other videos where I did a background music, I kind of used that footage of chasing him down in that background music video that I did. I think it was called Gameplay Chaos. So with that said, I'm hoping that whatever changes they made today make the game play better for those people that are new. And for those people that have been playing a while, obviously you're playing against a human, a live human, is the better way of going. But if you got people that can cheese it or figured out a way to cheese it, that just leaves me with some concern. But let's talk about the agent. The agent's a Nazi spy sent to steal the formula and learn how the animate has puppets. Your career as an entertainer is over. Okay, so he's got average health, average agility, average speed. He's high in strength, average stealth. His abilities is the Luger. I've died to this ability many times. Is a semi-auto pistol with 7 rounds per mag. So I know about that. The kick ability will knock out a puppet for 6 seconds while causing minor damage and send them flying. Running will strengthen the effect. So it looks like if I run up to you and kick you while running, it strengthens the effect of the kick. Will knock out a puppet for 6 seconds. I don't know if this is 6 seconds again, or maybe they changed the duration on the cooldown on this effect. I think that's what they did, is they changed the cooldown, how many times the agent can kick. And then you've got Smack. Will knock out a puppet for 4 seconds while causing minor damage. Running will strengthen the effect. My guess is if you're running up to the puppet and you give them a bonk, it's a bit better effect. Now, here I don't see any regen ability. So that's, again, it's in the game, because that the agent gets hit points back while they're tumbling on their back like a turtle, and you're whacking at them. And even with the puppet's abilities to reduce that regen, the guy usually normally gets up. So you got to put them on their back a few times before you whittle them down. And so there's not a key ability here. So what he was doing, again, I don't know. I've never played the humans. So I don't really know what he was doing to get his hit points back as quickly as he did, because there's not a passive ability here that says. So I'm almost as confused as the developer, because I kind of mentioned it in chat today that we kind of ran into this and it seemed cheese to me. The biggest cheese to me is the insta door closing. It takes the puppet, 5 seconds, 4 seconds to open the door, and the guy can be on the other side of the door and just instantly close it. It's kind of comical at first, instantly close it. And so we'd run around, and it was interesting, as part of our strategy was, as puppets, is get all the doors open, right? Thinking that it'd be too much of a pain in the butt for the agent human person to close them all, but it wasn't, because there was really no delay in that. So he's just running around closing all the doors. Comical. Now, maybe it's just a balancing thing where the puppets are slowed down more by having to take time to open the door because they're puppets, where a human can just instantly close it. I mean, maybe that's a balancing thing, but to us, it was like kind of cheese. I call it cheese. It's not. It's a game mechanic that is hilarious at the same time it's frustrating, and that's what I mean by cheese. It's hilarious at the same time it's frustrating, but it doesn't divert you from not wanting to play the game, right? I mean, you still want to play the game. It's just that you got to work around the game mechanics. All right, so this person has skins, weapons, and perks. Let's go back to characters here. Let's look at this one here. So this one is a Dana Hadley. It's human, who has sent to uncover the mysterious death of Neil. I prefer to think of myself as nasty bitch. Oh, all right. Snap. Okay, so not as much health, average agility, high speed, average strength, and high stealth. Now, this is empty, so there's nothing down here. Oh, because it's empty because nothing's clicked. Okay, here we go. Wine bottle. Aim and throw a wine bottle to do massive damage. Will kill most puppets in one hit, except maybe the tankier ones. So there's wine bottles in the game that I know that you can pick up. So that must be what you're doing with that. Instead of having the pistol that the agent has, you've got the bottle that you throw. It looks like a similar, the kick is similar to the other agent, and the smack is the same thing. Now, we'll knock the puppet for 4 seconds. I'm just going to go back one thing here and see what this smack is. Did it say 4 seconds? Okay, it's also said 4 seconds. I just like to check those things out just to see if we're all it's balanced. Reveals nearby puppets that are within range. That's a cool ability. So this person has 4 abilities. I'm not really sure why these are empty. These 2 are empty. My guess is they're going to slot other abilities in, or this is a rendering bug thing where these should be moved. These 4 should be moved over to this end, and the 2 empty ones would be on this end, or the 2 empty ones would disappear altogether. But my guess is they're probably expecting abilities to be added here, and that's why they've placed those there as placeholders. Again, skins and weapon skins, they don't really, looks like they don't really have much for the humans yet. Go back to the humans. So the last one here is Neil. I guess this is the guy she's looking for in her description. A ruthless man driven by a selfish desire to steal the secrets for his own game. I'm tired of experimenting with silly puppets. I'm tired of experimenting with silly puppets. Okay. So this person has high health, 2 agility, average speed, strength average, stealth average. So really a lot of health, but below average stats. Again, we got another empty bar here. We've got the crowbar. Primary attack will do a general swing. Secondary attack is a charge attack where you hold it for more damage. Swing your weapon at the puppets to kill them. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then you've got the kick, and then you got the smack. Now, do note that I believe, at least, again, I haven't played, I'm just speculating that, because I've seen it in game where the guy's on his back as a turtle, and he's able to kick us. So these abilities obviously can fire while the agent Neil and the girl is on their back trying to get back up, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure about the smack. I know the kick does, because I've been kicked a lot while trying to do damage to the human player and get kicked away and knocked down for the 4 or 5 seconds that I'm knocked down, the ragdoll seconds. Then I get up and then I try to do some more. But by the time I'm up again, the agent is normally up. Like I said, normally you got to put the agent on its back a couple times. A couple times before you whittle their health down in a normal game. And again, those 4 games that we played with our buddy there, that weren't normal. And we know, you know, if you know anything about me, I'm a game tester. I like testing games. I like it. I'm just like my buddy about nitpicking every possible advantage in a game. That's how I think, and that's why Tommy and I play well together, is because he's got the same kind of mind as I've got, where I try to take as much advantage out of the game mechanics outside of exploiting bugs, that is. You know, if I find a bug, I'm not going to exploit it. I'm going to snap up a small little video and hopefully DM it to the developer. Now, I'm hoping to find the video that shows, because what it did is I cut that video up last night and put it in another video, and I deleted aspects of the video that I did not want, and I did not keep the core video. So I'm hoping I have a backup, or I have the core video still on my drive where I can go and look to see where that began, that nonsense began, and where it ended. And then hopefully I can button that out. If I can't, I'm going to try to recreate it tonight. I'm not trying to exploit. I'm not trying to find exploits for the game. I'm just going to try to recreate what we saw. I mean, because what it was is our solution to it is to get him out and say, look, we're done playing with you, and we replaced him with a bot. And he went off to do his thing, and we played with the bot for maybe about 9 or 10 more games, I think. Now, as you can see, my experience is not that high when it comes to the experience I've got, because, like I said, the human was winning a lot of the times. That was the thing is when the human wins, you don't really get any experience. When the puppets win, you get some experience, but it seems not be a lot of experience. And I think they kind of tweaked that too in the latest update. But overall, I'm enjoying the game. Overall, I think they've got a great product here. It's just that, you know, trying to figure out you know, the mechanics, trying to figure out the best attack plan. Because even if you were to look at this as a Rainbow Six game or a Ghost Recon game, when you're playing with a group of friends, you're going to try to do as much tactical advantage as possible. So the same thing applies to this game. When you're in there with other puppets, you want to try to understand your tactical advantages to try to obviously get the game done quicker, but still have a good time doing it without using exploits, right? All right, well, hopefully this video found you well, and I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for joining me. This has been the Tarkus Zone.